rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Now Atlanta's starting five. Risachet and Johnson, they're the forwards. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's a Kongwu in at the center position. Now here's Young with the floater. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Hart finds Brunson. Hart with a screen on Young. Here's Brunson outside. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from three is a beautiful thing.
Here's Young. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys, and he hasn't really had that.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Pass to Risachet. Just 5 to shoot. Young with it. No good there.
Tremendous effort. Defends the shot and gets in perfect position for the rebound.
Outside Hart. Johnson against Anunoby. High post Towns. Going inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
New York making a switch here. Chua's checked in, and the Hawks making a change here as well. LeVert's checked in.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Yeah, that's inexcusable. I mean, the defense must push LeVert farther away from the basket than that.
Outside Achua. Hart passes to Achua. 1:35 left in the first quarter. Here's Brunson outside. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
The lefty getting it to go. Jalen Brunson once again.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. McBride, he's checked in for New York.
Substitution on the court.
And Atlanta with possession here. 4-point game. LeVert finds Capella. Back to LeVert. Outside Johnson. Here's Mann. Misses the three. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. And the basket by Towns.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
Screen by Capella. Despite ups and downs, the Atlanta Hawks have remained in the hunt season to season, Stan.
Well, Brian, this team has a lot of resilience. They're scrappy, they're hardworking, and it's helped them stay on the margins, at least, of the playoff picture.
And when healthy, LeVert is a problem. A multi-dimensional guard who can score, pass, and rebound at an impressive clip.
Mikal Bridges checked in for New York. Payne comes in for Brunson. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Risachet, he's checked in for Mann. Now here's Payne. Towns, a screen on LeVert. Goes up on the wing. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Niang up top. Achua defending. Pass to Risachet. Four on the clock. Lets it go from 14. That's good on the jumper.
Such raw shooting ability for Risacher in his first year.
Towns against Capella. The teardrop. Hey, rejected by Capella. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
On the court.
And here's Payne outside. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Oh,
And so it's the New York Knicks closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back with you shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Precious Achiuwa is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Payne in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now. To the paint. Here's Payne. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more. You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
Bridges misses. Hawks trail by 7. Pass to Risacher. And he jams it home with authority.
Showcasing his athleticism, plays like this are why you got to be excited about Risacher's future in this league.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie. LeVert goes against Payne. LeVert, that's good. LeVert's got 10 points in the game.
This is all you can do if you're the defense. LeVert is excellent at gutting his way through physical coverage.
And some changes here for New York. Towns, he's checked in for Achiuwa. OG Anunoby comes in for McBride. And Brunson is subbed in for Payne. LeVert goes against Bridges. Towns double team. Here's Brunson outside. Brunson inside with the finish.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Coach, when you talk about the Atlanta Hawks, you got to start with Trae Young.
One of the most exciting players to watch in the NBA, Brian. He can shoot the ball from anywhere on the floor. He's a great ball handler and one of the most creative passers in the game.
Towns outside, takes a 3, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
And that's what makes Towns so dangerous offensively. He's a threat even when he's playing off the ball.
Pass to Okongwu.
26-18.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half of this one. And Coach, with Okongwu adding a 3 to his game, it's hard to keep him off the floor now.
It is, Brian, and he can do a lot for a team when he plays. He can now spread out the floor. He can guard multiple positions. But the main thing Okongwu does is he is all over the glass.
Hart's checked in for Robinson.
Brunson with a sixth sense. I mean, always knows where his teammates are.
Hawks trail by 10.
Knicks lead 29.
Outside Young. Fearless Trae Young.
Ooh, an aggressive move. Takes it strong, and there's no help defensively.
Outside Hart. Pass to Brunson. 27 seconds left in the first half. And there it is for him.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Okongwu, a screen on Brunson. Young from long range. Oh, Trey virtually automatic from deep. And so it's the New York Knicks closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game. He's been everywhere.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Risachet in at the 3.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Risachet. Young inside. Brunson defending. Oh, Young! So tough at his size.
What intensity from Young in the paint. Not backing off because of some coverage.
Outside Hart. Brunson against Young. Now here's Brunson. Tight defense on him. Can't hit from in close. Outside Johnson. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Picked up by Okongwu. Shot clock at 6. A nice shot by Young.
And so shifty with great handles. Young gets the defender to commit, then takes full advantage.
Well, Coach, we know how good Young is offensively, but he gets heavy criticism for his defense.
Yeah, look, and at 6'1", 164 pounds, he has some obvious limitations, Brian, but he's shown improved effort as a defender, and it shows in his defensive rating.
And you have to have that scoring ability on the floor. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. The kick out to Johnson. Here's Daniels. Sinks it from distance. Daniels has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
3-pointer. And Hart with a basket on the assist from Brunson. And the Knicks lead by 6.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Pass to Daniels. 5 to shoot. He's off on that one. Nice D from Bridges. Young against Brunson. Lets the 3 fly. And the Knicks, another 3.
I mean, you gotta appreciate how efficient Brunson is. I mean, he takes and makes high percentage shots.
Here's Daniels. Outside Young. Young takes the hit and scores it anyway.
Courageous play by Young. I mean, he goes inside and gets past the contact to his shot.
Outside Anunoby. Bridges right side. Hart from long range knocks it down from distance. Hart's got 9 points.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's Young. Fearless from Young inside.
The control of Young, unleashing a devastating dribble move and finding the shot.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Brunson. And he drives in. And a nice finish on the layup. Brunson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Throws it up high. Very pretty alley-oop.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom! Lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch. And so it's the New York Knicks, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. We'll be back in a moment. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Achua is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Campaign, and it's McBride in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now. LeVert, that's good.
On the fast break, LeVert's energy is everything. He sticks with the play the whole way and sinks it.
Towns a screen on LeVert. Floats one. And the layup is good. McBride's got his first points of the game.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to spin the floater like that.
And some changes here for New York. Hart's checked in for Achua. Mikal Bridges comes in for McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Payne. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
Allie, thank you. Pass to Brunson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Young.
An aggressive pump fake move by Brunson, pulling the defender in close.
2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Young. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Jalen Brunson grabs a miss.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Bridges passes to Brunson. Shoots over Young. It's Brunson working inside.
And so effective from these in-between spots. Brunson doesn't need much room to feel comfortable.
Here's Young. And again, it's Atlanta.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Bridges outside. Anunoby on the wing. Towns outside. Pass to Brunson. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Young. And it's New York with another.
Yeah, and for Towns, great awareness at the offensive end.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. Young with it. With some arc. It's rebounded by New York. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Back to Brunson from behind the arc. That shot is off. 8 for 13 so far. Here's Daniels. Anunoby covering. Daniels passes to Young. And he makes it on the layup. Young's got 21.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Outside Hart. It's Bridges on the wing. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Hart. Clock at 6. Now Brunson. Shot from 16. And it's New York scoring again.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Risacher, no good. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend. Man, the defender really went after him.
Jalen Brunson.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Brunson.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
LeVert outside. Pass to Krejci. Here's Mann. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat.
this one. What do you think?
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. Both of these teams love to run their offense in the half court. They'll slow things down. They'll love the setups. They'll try to manipulate a couple of the plays to get matchups they want. Neither side afraid to take it under 5 seconds on a shot clock, and that patience may pay off.
So here's Miami's starting group. We've got Alec Burks. Adebayo is out there with Wiggins. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And for Bam, it doesn't get any easier than that.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pass to Kuzma. Lopez, a screen on Wiggins. Lopez right side. Now Lillard. 5 on the shot clock. Connects from three-point range.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Now Hero over Lillard. Hero no good.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in. I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Now the Heat with it. It's a three-point game. One thing you can pretty much count on with the Heat, Brent Barry, they're gonna grind it out.
Yeah, this team has always been built around tenacity and toughness. Even with the big three, with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh, there was a bit of a metamorphosis with the way LeBron approached games. Kind of being hated on was something they embraced, and that culture demands that hustle accountability and will consistently be about their culture.
For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Adebayo kicks to Hero. Shoots over Lillard. Shot's good by Hero. Hero's got his second bucket.
Hero sticking with it through contact. That's not easy.
Lillard the pass to Lopez. Wiggins against Kuzma. Pass to Lillard. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Hero. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, they were raving about an opposing player, in this case, Andrew Wiggins. Coach said, I have tons of respect for Wiggins. 100% effort on both ends. Andrew can beat you scoring it, but he can also be a shutdown defender. High praise for Wiggins, the former first overall pick. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Sims is checked in. Bobby Portis comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Trent's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Porter subbed in for Taurean Prince.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
Mitchell passes to Love. Outside Robinson. Love with the screen for Robinson. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And it's Porter with the ball for the Bucks. They trail by 1. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Now, here's Mitchell. Here's Larson. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Trent with the wide open look. And another three for Milwaukee.
Nice find by Lillard. He deserves some recognition for that kind of passing.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Pass to Robinson. To the left side wing. Left side, Love. Back to Robinson. Now, here's Mitchell. And it's good, 2 points. Tie game in Milwaukee. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Kevin Porter is out there with Gary Trent, and it's Green in at the 3. Portis can't get it to go.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Anderson outside. Hero from long range. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Well, the catch and shoot is where Tyler Hero excels.
Trent outside. Screen by Antetokounmpo. And Gary Trent Jr. hits from deep. Trent's got 6.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
A nice shot by Anderson.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Porter kicks to Green. Back to Porter. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. Taurean Prince comes in for Green. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Anderson. Robinson's got his first basket.
And Robinson doing some work inside at 6'7". He can do that.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alden.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Gary Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Kevin Porter. The Heat also changing it up. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Anderson. Wiggins comes in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Mitchell in for Hero. Cans it from downtown.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
The tray. Miami grabs the miss. 46 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Burks. There's the screen from deep. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
To the inside. And the dunk by Lopez. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
Yeah, it reminds you of what's really important. Health, #1. Everything else comes after that.
The Heat making a switch here. Highsmith is checked in. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Adebayo, high post. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Launches it. He can't hit that time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Heat out front. leading by a point. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Here to the center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You gotta like what Tyler Hero has done in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Anderson is out there with Wiggins. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then there's Alec Burks, and it's Adebayo in at the 5 spot. Run for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar, and these guys have been contenders ever since.
On the wing, Wiggins. Shoots over Kuzma. And it's Wiggins missing. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. A 2-point game. Kuzma, that's good.
Look, Kuzma will get inside there and bang around, and he's going to take it down.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for the Heat. A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Guys, I was able to speak with the head athletic trainer for the Heat about his status. And guys, unfortunately, he has a collapsed lung. Obviously, that's very bad news. Unfortunately, they've ruled him out for tonight and likely for the foreseeable future. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
Yeah, we always think about when players go down, how terrible a blow it can be for the team. We wish him well and hope he's on the floor quickly.
Back to Hero from outside the arc. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Milwaukee in the lead. Well, Brent, since entering the NBA, Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler can shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season. And Kuzma spacing the floor nicely, patiently waiting and knocking down the 3.
Hero finds Wiggins. To stop the run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The officials are all over that one.
It's his first trip to the line.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Trent's checked in. And Brent, if the super team era is indeed coming to a close, the Miami Heat were one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there are some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Could there have been more? Possibly.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you followed this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. Lopez, no luck.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Robinson kicks to Hero. Adebayo the screen. And Lopez pulls it down. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Lillard left side. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Lillard against Hero. Lopez with the block. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Milwaukee on top. They finish off the third quarter. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And the Bucks with possession here. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Gary Trent is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. Pass to Johnson. Now Hero. Johnson outside. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And stolen by Portis. Robinson against Green. Giannis high post. Now here's Porter. He's covered by Hero. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Porter's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks. Outside Hero. There's the pick from the high post. Good work there as it goes.
So a guy who gets most of his points from behind the 3-point line. Nice to see Duncan using the touch in the mid-range.
Timeout.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Prince is checked in for Gary Trent. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Kevin Porter. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Hero. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Prince. The Bucks working the ball around.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Giannis inside. Adebayo on him. And Giannis gets it to go.
Even with a hand in his face, that means Giannis in a good rhythm on that particular shot.
A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. There's Hero with the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Hero's got 10 points in just the second half. Lillard against Hero. Here's Giannis. Powers through inside. Giannis.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Outside Hero. There's the 3. And the Heat. Another 3.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop him.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
2 shots.
And he is unable to get the second one. The Heat trail by 7.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Shots good by Hero.
Tyler Hero in the zone.
Bucks have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And the Bucks lead by 7. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And here is Hero. Pass to Love for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Lillard, the pass to Antetokounmpo. A three-pointer is right on target.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Hero pitch to Wiggins. Works for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And Wiggins is a capable passer, someone that wants to hit a guy in the right spot.
Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Giannis outside. And so the Bucks take the win. It was up for grabs. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
runs through the front court.
You're exactly right, B.A., and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively, too.
And the starting lineup for the Magic. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope, and it's Wagner in at the three.
The 7-footer Towns using his size to perfection down low.
2-0.
Pass to Banchero. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Suggs, the pass to Carter. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Banchero. 6 on the shot clock. Offline from the top of the key.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Inside, Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Now here's Suggs. With the teardrop. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Tom Thibodeau gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said watching tape in preparation for this game, Wendell Carter just kept showing up. Whether it was on the boards, being in the right position defensively, or even stretching the floor at the offensive end. Carter makes a lot of plays that help his team. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Suggs. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Suggs has gotten his second bucket.
A physical guard, Suggs loves working inside. He doesn't back away from the paint at all.
Outside Anunoby. Back to Brunson. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And, you know, for all his perimeter skills, Towns also bringing that physicality inside.
For the Knicks, Achua's checked in for Anunoby, and it's McBride in for Bridges. And a change for the Magic. Batase's checked in for Paolo Banchero. And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. It's a three-point game. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter here. Good. Suggs has got 6.
Suggs showing you right there, he's not just a facilitator.
Outside Achua, pass to Hart. Here's McBride. He drops it from range.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Suggs, the pass to Batadze. Caldwell Pope with it. Now Suggs. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. One thing this team loves about Jalen Suggs, he is one tough guard, Clark.
Hey, he was the state football player of the year in high school. And you don't just forget about how to be tough when you've done what he's done on the gridiron. And it translates extremely well to the hardwood. I think he's one of the better on-ball defenders in the league right now. And the future Suggs has is certainly promising. An effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
Achua with the dunk.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Black passes to Isaac. Wagner with it. Count it.
Wagner will battle you inside now. He's not afraid to embrace and even initiate contact.
Here's Towns. Sinks that one from the post. Give him 8.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
16-13.
Suggs outside. Fires the 3. No luck on that one. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. New York out in front, up by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far. And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Mikal Bridges is out there with Precious Achua. Then there's Campaign. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Robinson in at the center position. That's the group for New York starting the second. Now here's Bridges. Yet to see a basket. Robinson, a screen on Banchero. For 3, Bridges. Outside Achua. Pass to Payne. Screen by Robinson. Fires for 3. And there's Payne. That one's good. And the assist by Achua.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is giving.
Magic trail by 3. Here's Anthony. And it's New York with a rebound. Right side Payne. And he's going for the oop here. Isaac with the steal. Pass to Black. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, There are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tied together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. Nails it from 3.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing the range.
And Carroll outside.
19.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Knicks leading by 3. To the inside.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Pass to Kolek.
2 minutes.
Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Black.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
And the Magic surprising many league-wide, Clark, with how they've broken through.
And the way they're winning, I might add. I mean, rugged, physical defense is their identity and calling card. Not necessarily what you expect to see from a young team, B.A.
New York has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Count that bucket.
Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. Trailing by 5. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Orlando making some changes. Matase's checked in for Paolo Banchero. Franz Wagner comes in for Black. And Caldwell Pope is subbed in for Anthony. .114 left to play in the second quarter. Suggs outside. Matadze. The pass to Caldwell Pope. Knocks down the long J. Caldwell Pope's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Now here's Brunson. He's scoreless. There's 48 seconds left in the second period. Brunson inside with the finish.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
Suggs, the pass to Carter. Back to Suggs. And that one is hammered home.
Now, that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Suggs surveys the D. With 4 on the clock. And Orlando again with the bucket.
This first half has been all him. He's getting to his spots and going to work.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's the Knicks. They lead by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Jalen Suggs with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Wagner in at the 3. The Knicks with the lead. Stolen by Carter. Here's Suggs. Yes! And the foul! It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, Jalen Suggs just playing right through contact. I love his energy and aggressiveness there.
This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one. New York has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Pass to Anunoby. Outside Hart. There's the 3. Orlando with the rebound. Here's Banchero. The shot, no good. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Hart finds Bridges. Brunson against Caldwell Pope. Towns a screen on Caldwell Pope. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Wendell Carter.
You can tell Towns is a true modern-day player. He's got a diverse skill set, and he can do so much more than you're used to seeing from a guy his size at his position.
So hits one and misses one at the line.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running.
You love the assertiveness Bridges plays with, accepting contact while he's trying to score.
New York shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Bridges hits them both. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the 3rd quarter. Wagner outside. Brunson against Suggs. From behind the arc. Hart pulls it in. Towns with the ball. He's picked up by Banchero. Shot from the low block. And the play by Towns inside. Towns has got 11 points.
I tell you, I mean, the confidence of Towns when he's facing up, really relaxed and comfortable to let it go without hesitation.
And the Magic making a change here. Black's checked in. Here's Black. Still without a bucket. Wagner with a screen. Pass to Banchero. And it's good for 2.
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
Outside Hart. Now Bridges. Anunoby for 3. Drains the triple. Give him 8.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
1:25 left in the 3rd. Suggs outside. Here's Banchero. Here's Black. Over Brunson. And again, it's Orlando converting. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. They lead by 1. Pass to Bridges. Anunoby for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Suggs with the bucket. Suggs has got 5 points in the quarter.
So tough trying to slow down Suggs, especially when he gets it going, because he's persistent and relentless.
Brunson, so confident at the rim.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
The 3 from Suggs. That one goes. And that's his 9th made shot in 12 attempts.
So cunning and effective in screen and rolls. I really like watching Suggs operate in these sets.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. The fadeaway. The shot by Towns, no good.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
3/4 of play and a close one here. Knicks out in front, up 1. And we're coming back in just a moment. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Achua. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Campaign. And it's McBride in at the 2. That's the 5 for New York right now. Orlando trailing here. And Caro outside. Pass to Batase. To the wing on the left. 3-pointer Anthony. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
When it comes to solid three-point shooting, Anthony makes them when they count the most.
Towns, a screen on Anthony. Here's McBride. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. And the Knicks lead by 1.
That's how you up the ante.
Timeout. Right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And some changes here for New York. Josh Hart's checked in for Achua. Mikal Bridges comes in for McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Payne. And a new group getting ready for Orlando. Carter, he's checked in for Batase. Wagner comes in for Isaac. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Anthony. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Black. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. First and foremost, he wants to see more points in the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Caldwell Pope, a screen on Hart, and Caro, and another basket for Orlando. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Hart against Ben Caro. It's Hart on the wing. Pass to Brunson. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Carter. And the Magic pushing it up now. Here's Ben Caro. Finds room and goes for the jam. Ben Caro.
Oh, no holding back from Ben Caro. He wants this team to be able to rely on him in these type of moments.
The Magic have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Towns. Finished off the break.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Town. Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
Hart against Ben Caro. From downtown. And Anunoby pulls it down. And they're set to take control of this game.
It's crucial that they convert here. And though he has a scorer's mindset, Brunson willing to make the next pass.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Carter. 36 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Back to Ben Caro. And it's in. And he's tied it up. What a shot.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's Brunson. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
He'll challenge any defender. Brunson going right after it inside.
Ooh, he knocks down the clutch free throw. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Not as easy as people think it is to keep your focus when there's so much riding on these free throws. Excellent work in the clutch.
Here's Banchero. There's 21 seconds left in the final quarter. Shot from the wing. It falls! And tie game! Huge basket right there.
And stepping up when it's clutch time. That's a very mature play by the young Banchero.
16 seconds left in the fourth. Brunson looks it over. 13 feet out. Yes!
Knicks lead, 55.
And so it's the Knicks who come out on top here. What a performance they have here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so
At the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, you know, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and you know they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I mean, I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The front court is Risache and Johnson. Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Okongwu in at the 5. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Here's Kuzma. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Kuzma's got the first points up on the board for the Bucks. And this past offseason, Stan, was pivotal for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, they've been at a crossroads, Kevin, every offseason since their Eastern Conference Finals run in 2021. But after missing out on the playoffs last season, changes seemed inevitable.
And it's sent back by Lopez.
And we have seen Lopez really improve his shot blocking, adept at using that length to alter shots.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. The Hawks again can't hit. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. Outside Prince. Giannis outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Now, here is Young. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Kuzma outside. Back to Lillard. The jump hook, and that one good.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
This one for 3. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And a change for the Hawks. LeVert's checked in. We've got 1:28 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Young. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Young's got 5 points so far.
And we tend to focus on the outside shooting with Young, but his in-between game is just as lethal.
Prince kicks to Kuzma. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
50 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Young, no good. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Pass to Lillard. Back to Kuzma. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Lillard. Shot from 12. Atlanta with the rebound. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And Okongwu slams it in.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Lillard with it. Over in the corner, Portis. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bucks.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Terrence Mann is out there with George Niang. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Shea, and it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And the call will be against George Niang. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Green with a screen for Giannis. Giannis with the dunk and throwing it down hard.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
LeVert with a wide open look. Drills the three-pointer. LeVert's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He's covered by Niang. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez comes in for Bobby Portis, and it's Taurean Prince in for Green. And the Hawks making a change here. Krejci's checked in. Fires from deep. Sinks the three-pointer. It's a tie ball game.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Now, here's Trent. Nothing on the board. Drills it from outside.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's LeVert. Pass to Krejci. And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That's his first foul. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Milwaukee. Damian Lillard comes in for Kevin Porter. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Now, Okongwu. Shot clock at 6. Here's Niang. A three-pointer, no good. And Prince has got the ball here for the Milwaukee Bucks. 3-point lead. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Lillard against Young. Back to man. 1:33 left to play here in the half. LeVert finds Young. Screen by Niang. And Trae Young hits from deep. Young's got 8 points.
And that's just too easy for Young. The D has to guard him a lot better than that beyond the arc.
Lillard with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Lillard the pass to Lopez. There's Kuzma. LeVert grabs the miss. Atlanta's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter.
Excellent ball movement. Young being unselfish.
The Bucks making a switch here. Portis is checked in. Atlanta also making some changes here. Johnson, he's checked in for George Niang. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Karis LeVert. Free throw off from man. Bucks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And Lillard kicks to Portis. Back to Lillard. And here is Portis. And he banks in the layup. Portis has got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
And here's Young from the arc. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8, shooting 50% so far.
And the thing about Young's jumper, it's almost intimidating. And that unlocks so many other options for him.
Now here's Lillard. He has 5. From deep three-point territory. Doesn't go that time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hawk, thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince, and it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. Lillard outside. And he uses the glass on the way. Lillard's got 7.
And there's an edge to Lillard's game. He's fearless, and you can see it when he's finishing in traffic.
Johnson finds Young. Ice ball movement here by Atlanta. Sinks the triple. Daniels has got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Lillard against Young. Now here's Lillard. He's tightly guarded over Young. Lillard misses. Atlanta leading by 7. Young taking his time here. Here's Daniels. He has 6. Here's Johnson. After Rizichet. Okongwu with a screen on Giannis. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And such a nice stroke for a rookie. Rizichet looking like a polished shooter already.
Milwaukee has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Kuzma kicks to Lillard.
2 minutes.
Lopez sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again. And then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. That's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
And Okongwu slams it in.
I tell you what, he's showing some real courage going to the reverse in that situation.
I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic. Trent kicks to Prince. Lillard outside. And again, the Bucks miss.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
And that one's good. Rizichet.
Rizichet has everything you need to be a great mid-range shooter. He stays on balance, can rise above defenders, and has that high release point. He's got the total package.
Giannis outside. The shot from the low post is good. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Comes past LeVert. Johnson outside. Aston Yang. Here's Rizichet. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Bucks trail by 9. And it's Trent in the corner. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Trent's got his first 2 points of the night. Here's Rizichet, defended by Trent. Here's the teardrop. And so it's Atlanta, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. They trail by 7. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Niang out there with Terrence Mann. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Krejci in at the 1 spot. Mann with it. He's against Green. Capella with the bucket.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
And Porter, here we go. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
Now, here's Lillard. He's covered by Daniels. Kuzma outside. And a miss there on the triple.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Here's Daniels. Good, nice job down low. And the Hawks lead by 7.
You know, a good job by the defender not getting fooled by the step back, but he still got the shot to fall.
Prince is checked in for Kevin Porter. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. They were asking the team to play faster, push the ball. Coach told their players, hey, look, in this league, fast break points are the easiest. We need more of them. Can't argue with that. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Lopez with the steal. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Kicks it out to Lillard. Shoots. And another basket for Milwaukee.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Okongwu with a screen on Kuzma. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Lopez, a screen on Johnson. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's sent back by Okongwu. Young for 3, and it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Lillard against Young. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Giannis, no good.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Pass to Rizichet. Back to Young. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
From Dave.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Daniels passes to Okongwu. Young outside. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 9.
A bad man on the offensive end. Young can really be a menace with his shooting.
Antetokounmpo finds Lillard. From outside, off the mark. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
And And so it's Atlanta with the W. This was a very... All right, David, thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll...
front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And the starting lineup for Miami. They've got Alec Burks. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Ware in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Adebayo. And here's Wiggins. From outside the arc. And it's cleared by Vucevic. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. It's a three-point game. Here's Buzelis. Good D by Adebayo. Richard, when it comes to the Bulls, they have one of the most committed fan bases in the league.
Yeah, the Chicago fans are for real. The Bulls are routinely at the top of the list for total attendance. Even on the road, they're usually Bulls fans sprinkled in every crowd. That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Here's Giddey. What a terrific move that is. Giddey's got 5 now.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Back to Hero. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Hero. Smooth shot by Hero. Notice how he doesn't rush himself.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Vucevic. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
RJ, when you talk about Vucevic, is he the best NBA player ever to come from Switzerland?
There is an argument to be made. He has the most points by any Swiss-born player by far and the only All-Star game appearances. What makes Vuce so tough is the combination of size and athleticism. Defenses are always trying to figure him out. That's why this man is a double-double every night.
Miami shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Taking 2 shots.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Could have taken the lead there, but instead, they're going to have to settle for the tie.
Pass the ball. Back to Giddey.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Giddey's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Wiggins. Giddey with a defensive effort.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Here's Buzelis out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. I asked him outright if he had a plan for Tyler Hero. Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, quote, "We just have to cause problems for him on defense. Hand in the face, crowd him. Anything to discourage him from taking shots. So he hopes they can keep Tyler quiet by hassling him all night long." Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Buzelis. Pass the ball. Here's Buzelis. 1:03 left in the first quarter of the game. Vucevic and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
You gotta love the confidence that Vuce has in his shot.
Burks passes to Robinson. Outside Burks. Now here's Robinson. Back to Adebayo. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wiggins. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Oh, get off of that, man. Wiggins is that dude.
White against Robinson. Shoots from 12. And again, it's Chicago.
Guy's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now here's Adebayo. No points so far. Wiggins from long range. On target from range.
Yeah, from the perimeter, Wiggins can be very, very efficient. You just can't allow him to find those looks.
And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Giddey. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
5 ticks left in the first. Anderson for 3. And so it's Josh Giddey making highlights for Chicago. He put together 10 points in the... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen here from the Bulls tonight?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Smith out there with Patrick Williams. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then there's Ayo Dosunmu. And it's Jones in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Giddey. Rebound Miami. Now Anderson. Here's Larson. Pass to Highsmith. To the middle. Larson with the bucket. And that ties it up. RJ, does playing at a faster pace work the same in the regular season as it does in the playoffs?
Depends on the opponent. Teams that like to slow it down and can be methodical in the half court can make it a slugfest. You have to be ready for that.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Hero finds Robinson. Fires from deep. Smith with the rebound. Sumu outside. Here's Williams. And the Bulls tack on two more. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Hero with it. Outside Robinson. The three is up. Connects from downtown. Robinson's got 5 points.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Smith with a screen on Robinson. Here's Giddey. The three, Smith. That shot, no good. The Heat have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Hero, the pass to Anderson. Comes up empty down low. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Outside Jones. From deep three-point land. Highsmith grabs the board.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Up top, Hero, defended by Jones. That puts him in the lead. Hero's got his second basket of the game.
Clean jumper there by Hero. He really knows his shot well.
A big group substitution here for Chicago. Vucevic, he's checked in for Smith. Buzelis comes in for Williams. Ball, he's checked in for Giddey. And it's White in for Dosunmu. There's Ball with a three. Buries it from 3. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Love whenever Ball is assertive like this. This is how dangerous he can be on offense.
Outside Burks. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Ware, covered by Vucevic. Adebayo passes to Mitchell. Just 4 to shoot. Here he goes. Good, and the assist goes to Adebayo.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
Out to the wing. Three-pointer, Buzelis. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Outside Burks. Jones against Mitchell. There's 21 seconds left in the second. Yep, that one goes.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Jones feels it out. Pass to Vucevic. And Vucevic slams it in.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Chicago ahead, up 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Josh Giddey.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And on the floor for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. They've got Tyler Hero. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Ware in at the 5 down low. Here's Vucevic. Up and in on the layup. Vucevic has got 7 points in the game.
Not stopping Vucevic that time, powering through the defenders.
And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
To the right side. Ball with it. Now Burks defending. Pass to Buzelis. Vucevic in the post. 7 points in the game.
Because he can commit from all three levels, Vucevic is a tricky cover.
Chicago shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Hits both from the stripe. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Ball against Hero. And again, it's Miami converting.
It's just letting the play develop. Hero is gifted at reading and breaking defenses down.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He wants to review the game plan.
Fans, coming to the floor, it's your 3-1-2 crew. For the 3-1-2 crew.
Outside White. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Can't connect from short range. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Ware. Up top, Burks. 5 on the clock. And again, it's Miami from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
White, the pass to Vucevic.
2 minutes remaining.
In tight, he gets the jumper to fall. Vucevic has got 11 points.
Too easy for Vucevic. He feeds from these interior spots.
Pass to Ware. And here's Adebayo. The three. And it's cleared by Vucevic. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Nikola Vucevic has seen a lot in his decade plus in the league, and he said the game has changed. Now you have centers that can pass, put the ball on the floor, make plays, and shoot threes, play like guards, and you can't get stuck in time. You have to be able to adjust.
Ali, he's certainly got the skill level. It's Giddey on the wing, defended by Burks. And that one's good. Giddey, he's got 14.
Nice dribble move to get to the hoop for an easy 2.
Outside Burks. Inside. Here's Ware. Adebayo, a screen on Giddey. Wiggins from long range sinks the tray. And the Heat lead by 3.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Now here's Vucevic. He's guarded closely. Here's Giddey. The rebound by Ware.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hero finds Burks. Here's Ware. Adebayo passes to Wiggins. Fires the three. Ware, that's good. And now a 6-point Heat lead.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And so it's the Miami Heat leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Great. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Ayo out there with Trey Jones. Then it's Williams. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Smith in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Hero for 3. Pure from three-point range.
Yeah, absolutely no hesitation from Hero. He shoots at will from range.
Outside Giddey. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Hero. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. And the Heat lead by 7.
And those jumpers inside the line, I mean, they're layups for a guy like Hero.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Smith. Buzelis comes in for Williams. Kobe White, he's checked in for DeSumo. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Jones. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any 3 they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Oh, there's the alley! Here's Buzelis. He's guarded by Hero. Good on the bucket.
Well, you see, the ability to get the ball where it needs to go is what really stands out regarding Buzelis.
Hero against Ball. Has to wear.
2 minutes.
Clock at 6. And the shot goes.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Now here's Vucevic. The 11-footer. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Look to a machine like Vooch when you need him most. He's a reliable offensive option who comes through for his club.
And he gets the bucket. Hero's got 7 points here in the quarter.
In these moments, Hero knows he has to step up, so he works hard to find the bucket.
Pass to Vucevic. 1:21 left in the final quarter. Wiggins against Giddey. Picked by Vucevic. And it's Giddey with the 3. Giddey's got 21.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Hero for 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
A huge bucket for Hero. I mean, we've seen it do it in the finals, and the moment not too big for Tyler.
Here's Vucevic. Rebound Miami. 2 points here could be the only cushion they need, Grant.
Hard to say. Crazier things have happened in this league.
Hero against Ball. Has to wear until they foul intentionally.
Josh Giddey. Second personal
Good on the first, and that increases the lead to 6.
at the line for the Heat.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking full advantage of his opportunities at the line to extend their lead.
And here's Vucevic. Shoots a fadeaway. The rebound by Wiggins.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. This one for 3. Knocks down the long J. And the Heat lead by 10.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
So it's the Heat winning this one easily. They have to feel good about it. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the 5 spot. And the 3 ball is good.
That's business right there. Jalen Brunson, the catch, shoot, and on to the next play.
Brunson against Lillard. And he converts the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Anunoby, following the score by Damian Lillard. To the paint, here's Brunson, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
For one of Jalen Brunson's specialties, the and one, just being aggressive.
And one thing among many doors that's so impressive about Jalen Brunson, the way he goes to work in the paint. Wow.
Kevin, at his size, you have got to be crafty. You've got to have great footwork and great patience. You've got to be willing to work in a crowd. What he does is really impressive.
And his athleticism comes through in all kinds of ways. You've got to be nimble to make moves like Giannis.
Brunson against Lillard, and that one's good. Brunson's got 8 points.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Lillard outside. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And there's an edge to Lillard's game. He's fearless, and you can see it when he's finishing in traffic.
Brunson the pass to Bridges. New York moving the ball around. Puts up a deep 3. Damian Lillard pulls it in. The Bucks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. Now, I spoke to him about the plan for Karl-Anthony Towns now. Coach said, we know Cat has size and power, so we're hoping we can match him there. We don't want to make ourselves soft targets for him. We can expect it to be intense and physical down on the block. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Hart against Prince. Hart, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, Lillard has those ups. He can get to the rim when he wants to.
Bridges outside. Anunoby kicks to Hart. For 3, Bridges score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Sims is checked in. Portis comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Trent's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Prince. Then for the Knicks, Achua, he's checked in for Hart. Miles McBride comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Payne in for Jalen Brunson. Now here's Portis. Just 5 on the clock. Trent gets the bucket.
It's not just the assertiveness of Gary Trent Jr., folks. It's about the accuracy. I don't care what kind of range he's shooting from.
Here's Payne. Pass to McBride. Towns with it. Now guarded by Porter. And that one's good. Towns.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now Lillard. 6 points for him. Elbow shot is on the way. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Jalen Brunson has been on display for the New. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Kevin Porter is out there with Gary Trent, and it's Green in at the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Porter finds Trent. And he hits it to tie the game up. Trent's got 5 points so far.
Oh, the defense trying to get physical and shake up Gary Trent Jr., and he's not having any of it.
Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
And so it's Milwaukee now. The Knicks making the shot. Porter, bounce pass. Left side, out of the Antetokounmpo. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis, and it's Prince in for Green. Towns, he's checked in for New York. OG Anunoby comes in for Payne. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Here's Antetokounmpo, following the score by New York. Prince outside. Lopez sets a screen for Prince. He gets it in there. Prince has got the lead up to 1 now for the Bucks.
Boy, off the bounce, Taurean Prince can be so dynamic. The speed, the power, all of those things make it tough on the defense.
Now, here's Anunoby. Still without a basket. Towns, a screen on Trent. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Bucks have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
For 3, Bridges. Milwaukee with the rebound. Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
Knicks trail by 4. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And the Bucks with some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Gary Trent. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Kevin Porter. Now here's Towns. Back to Robinson. Anunoby passes to Towns. Towns, the screen. Lock at 6. Traps in the tray. Kolek has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And that's Dame showing that competitive side. Loves a good duel, especially from range.
Brunson the pass to Robinson. Back to Brunson. Muscling it in, Brunson.
And you see the aggressiveness and the absolute refusal to be intimidated inside. Jalen Brunson, a big-time finish.
Lillard from outside, nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And here's Brunson outside. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bucks ahead, up by 5. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. They've got Karl Anthony Towns, Josh Hart out there with Anunoby. Then it's Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the point guard position. And Doris, what a breakout for the guard, Jalen Brunson, these last couple seasons.
Kevin, I think what's taken a lot of us by surprise is how capable he is in being the center point of an entire offense. And not only as a scorer for himself, but involving all the guys around him. Truly an incredible transformation.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Anunoby outside. To Brunson. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's on Damian Lillard.
Jalen Brunson right now attacking without hesitation. His foot is on the gas pedal.
The Knicks shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
A year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Now, here's Lillard. He's got 12. Here's Giannis. There's Giannis with the slam.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
It's Hart on the wing. Down low, here's Towns. Good on the shot. Towns has got his 3rd basket of the night.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Lillard from outside. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
A downright lethal 3-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Back to Brunson. Lopez with the block. Right wing. There's the lob. And there's Giannis. Look out below.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. Up and in on the layup. Brunson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Kuzma kicks to Lillard. 1:11 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Back to Towns for the 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Bucks leading by 5. Pass to Kuzma. Giannis dishes to Lillard. Back to Giannis. There's 42 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. 5 to shoot. Now Prince. Here's Kuzma. Off target from three-point range. Brunson scanning the floor. Here's Anunoby. Drains it from beyond the arc. Now just a 2-point Milwaukee lead.
Don't give OG Anunoby too much space, boy. He will rise and fire in the catch-and-shoot game.
And here is Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. The third quarter comes to a close. Bucks lead by 4. And we're just... We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Gary Trent is out there with Porter, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. Anunoby outside. Shot clock at 5. Towns finds Payne. 3-pointer. Drills the 3-pointer.
That's excellent awareness from Karl Anthony Towns. Set your teammate up. We know you're a great scorer, Cat.
Milwaukee in the lead. Giannis with it. Pass to Trent. To the middle. Here's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And some changes here for the Bucks. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Green. Prince comes in for Gary Trent. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Porter. Then for the Knicks, Hart, he's checked in for Achua. Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Cameron Payne. And the basket is good. Brunson's got 19 points.
You love to see Karl Anthony Towns with the great decision-making. Passes up a scoring opportunity to find a teammate.
The Bucks making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. With the game in the balance, Coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. Told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
Okay, David, thanks.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
The wide-open look here for Kuzma. Nailed from three-point land. Kuzma's got 5 points now this quarter.
Can't afford these defensive breakdowns, especially down the stretch.
And right now, neither side can get a stop. Looks like both coaches will have plenty of material for the film room.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Lillard from outside hits it from three-point range.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Lillard against Brunson. Towns in the corner. Some nice passing by New York here. Lopez grabs the board. Bucks leading by 5. Kuzma passes to Antetokounmpo. Here is Lillard from downtown. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Lillard's got 21.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Milwaukee's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Hart with it, now guarded by Antetokounmpo. And here's Brunson outside. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
Here's Giannis. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lets a floater go. It counts.
Nerves never show through. Brunson as calm and cool as they come down the stretch.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Jalen Brunson, first personal foul, second team foul.
Here's Lillard. And Lillard gets double teamed. Pass to Kuzma. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
OG Anunoby, first personal foul, third team foul.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
Kuzma taking 2 shots.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
Here's Brunson. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul, fourth team foul.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Hart misses the three. Antetokounmpo against Hart. And so the Bucks take the win. Some good. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. Risacher and Johnson, they're the forwards. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's a Kongwu in at the center position. And it's Giddey missing. Here's Risacher. He's guarded by White. And Risacher gets it to go.
Such raw shooting ability for Risacher in his first year.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's Vucevic. Outside White. Uses the glass on the layup.
High percentage look right off the bat.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And that just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Hey, one heck of a crossover there.
Defense not able to keep up as Giddey throws them off with that clever move.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Johnson finds Young. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
White for three. This shot's good on the assist by Giddey. White's got his second bucket on the night.
And Giddey just that sixth sense to find the open man.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me. I asked him about how difficult it is to game plan for someone like Trae Young, and Coach said to me, I told our players to play up on him. The more he moves and runs around, the more likely he is to get into a rhythm, so we need to stay aggressive against him. Sounds like this might be a very physical game, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. The three from Ball. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. And Young, here we go. Minute 32 left in the first. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line. And looking at Trae Young, Brent, his team's always finished in the top 10 in offensive rating.
Yeah, for Trae, those teams he's played on have normally been in the top 5, along with playing at a top 10 pace. So when he has the ball in his hands and he's coming at you, very difficult to stop. Young's so talented, you're basically guaranteed to have a good offensive team.
White for three. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
And I'll tell you what, for his size, just about 7 feet, Buzelis is a pretty good passer.
LeVert, a screen on Ball. Okongwu, the pass to Daniels. And 1:01 left to play in the first. And that one's good.
Now that's what I call great basketball. Finding a way to get all the way inside.
And that's a painted possession right there, a masterpiece, especially when the defense is not a factor.
Here's Buzelis. Right wing. Vucevic against Okongwu. Vucevic's shot is off. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Pass to Daniels. Now LeVert. He's guarded by White. Outside Johnson. Here's Daniels. Here's Young. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Young's got 5 points.
Good up-tempo play there from Young, firing that shot off before the D could react.
Now Jones. Pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Okongwu. Vucevic's shot is off. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Atlanta on top. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back in just... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the Hawks here in this one?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go. in that quarter.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. We've got Clint Capella. Karis LeVert is out there with Risacher. Then there's George Niang, and it's Man in at the 3 spot. Here's Giddey. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Not afraid to try his luck down there. Giddey on the interior.
Niang outside. And Josh Giddey is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Bulls on D. Trailing by 2. LeVert outside. And it's off from 3-point range. Chicago with the ball. And you look at the history of the Hawks. Brent, they've won 1 NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, B.A. tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. For Chicago, Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Smith, and it's Lonzo Ball in for Dosunmu. And a change for the Hawks. Buffkin's checked in. LeVert passes to Man. Lets it fly. And Atlanta misses again.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Pass to Giddey. Picked by Vucevic. Lets it fly. Again, the Bulls score.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Down low. And a slam dunk by Capella.
Using his length that time, Capella up top to slam it down.
2 minutes.
Outside Jones. Pass to Williams. Ball outside. 6 to shoot. Nails it from 3. Ball's got his first 3 points of the game. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
The Hawks need to get one up here. Here's Buffkin. Chicago with a rebound. Right side Giddey. Sweet little floater. Now it's a 5-point Bulls lead.
And Giddey with the tough floater that time.
Jones against LeVert. Pass to Capella. 51 seconds left in the first half. And the basket is good. Capella's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Capella just smashing through the contact on the inside that time.
Here's Giddey. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Ellis is checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Jones. Atlanta making some changes. That free throw good from Giddey.
Giddey, one of those guys who, when he's on the floor, plays with that kind of joy that Steve Kerr often talks about with Steph Curry. This is a guy who wants to keep improving in any way that he can.
Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Left side Giddey. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
And the defense right now just guessing what they need to do to shut down Josh Giddey.
Fearless Trae Young.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Bulls out in front, up by 4. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's been getting it done is Josh Giddey.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
They've got Josh Giddey. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Kobe White, and it's Ball in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
Undeniable range. Young is going to pull up the moment he gets any angle out there.
Man, Brent, when Trae Young is on the floor, his teams put up ridiculous offensive numbers. What makes Trae a difference maker?
Well, I think Trae's relentlessness as an offensive player is hard to defend. I mean, he's so quick with the basketball. He gets into the teeth of the defense and causes so many problems, B.A. He sometimes has those stretches where he becomes an offense unto himself.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Trae is a dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I work too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. Pass to Vucevic. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Vucevic has gotten his first basket of the night.
There's a reason Vucevic shoots a great percentage. So adept and skilled at scoring inside.
Daniels passes to Young. Shoots over Ball. Young can't hit. And Ball will bring it up here for Chicago. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Pulls it. Rebound Atlanta.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you want him taking that kind of shot. Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And the Bulls making a change here. Williams is checked in. Atlanta shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. And you watch Jalen Johnson. His athleticism, man, it's unique.
Pretty unique at his size, right, B.A.? He just glides around the court. He's got great speed when they play in transition and can get above the rim. So this guy, a bit of a matchup nightmare, just think when he gets his confidence.
They set a pick. White for 3. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Daniels, and that one good. And the Hawks lead by 5.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
Outside, Williams. It's Vucevic, high post. Shoots over Okongwu. And again, no good by Chicago.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Daniels passes to Young. Oh, Young, so tough at his size.
Things are starting to come together for them, and the lead is starting to grow too.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Looking to win the run, and Giddey finishes it off. Giddey's got 17.
That's impressive stuff from Giddey, just getting on the interior part of the defense.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Some changes for Chicago. Smith, he's checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Dosunmu comes in for Ball. And it's Jones in for Giddey. Pass to man. LeVert outside. To the inside. Capella, the pass to man. Outside Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Second team foul.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Outside Jones. Pass to White. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. 10 points for him.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Capella with it. Covered by Smith. Outside for LeVert. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Jones. No points yet. Capella with the defensive effort. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. On the court for the Hawks, Clint Capella out there with George Niang. Then it's Terrence Mann. Then it's Karis LeVert. And it's Krejci in at the point guard position. LeVert, that's good.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
And that one's good. Giddy.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Atlanta leading by 4. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. And a new group getting ready for Chicago. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Collins. Buzelis comes in for Smith. White, he's checked in for DeSumo. And it's Ball in for Jones. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Young against Ball. Young misses. Chicago's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Sends it home from three-point land. Tight ball game coming down the stretch.
Yeah, with 7 lead changes thus far, this has been a thriller.
Here's Young. No good. Unable to win this run.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage run.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Inside, it's Trae Young.
Ooh, there's some of that sweet touch that Trae Young brings around the rim.
Chicago has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Pass to Vucevic. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddy. Giddy's got 3 assists now in this one.
Look to a machine like Vooch when you need him most. He's a reliable offensive option who comes through for his club.
That is why Trae Young has the ball.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Chicago. The lead is 2. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
Breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game. Establish some trust and make the defense come together.
Young. There's the block.
Lonzo is a point guard, but at 6'6", using that wingspan.
Rebounded by Johnson. Hawks trail by 4. Here's Daniels. Over to the left wing. Okongwu, the pass to Daniels. 6 on the shot clock. Rizachet, no good. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Giddy. And Chicago again with a bucket.
And how about Giddy just saying, I've got you guys, get on my back, we'll ride.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Here's Young. And he sinks it. And now they trail by just 4.
It's in. Trae Young comes up huge this time, looking like the go-to guy.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
So here is Chicago. Outside Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. They double-team Vucevic. Three-pointer, Bruce Ellis. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Young misses. Outside Giddey. He takes it in, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
So the Bulls win it. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really...
Damian Lillard out there with Prince, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward. And for the Magic, sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Suggs in at the one spot. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. Into the lane, and Wagner has it in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound, Milwaukee. Lillard from outside. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
You just cannot permit Lillard to get into a zone from deep. I mean, once that happens, you can't turn the valve off.
Carter with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Banchero. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Now here's Giannis. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Kuzma. Nice defense from Wagner.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer, but Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader, but he's grown into that role and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
It's Kuzma penetrating, and Kuzma slams it in.
Boy, I love this from Kuzma. When he attacks with this kind of ferocity and confidence, watch out. Hide and protect the children.
Now, here's Banchero. Carter with a screen on Giannis. And it's good for 2.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Wagner against Kuzma. Lopez outside. Prince kicks to Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Lillard. And the three off target.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And that one's good. Wagner.
Textbook play inside. Wagner doing everything right in that case.
Here's Lillard. After the basket by Franz Wagner. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a two-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you. Now, Giannis, after the missed three from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Banchero. Damian Lillard pulls it in. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Giannis dunks it down.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Suggs passes to Banchero. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Paolo Banchero.
No free throws, good from Banchero. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bucks lead by 2. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Jonathan Isaac is out there with Paolo Banchero. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Black. And it's Bitadze in at center. That's the group start the second quarter for the Magic. And it's Anthony with the jam.
A little extra motivation to finish from Anthony after he was bumped on his way in.
Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek Freak. And I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say, Giannis, I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
Isaac with a screen for Anthony. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Anthony's got 5 points now this quarter.
That last shot got Anthony geeked up. He wanted some revenge.
Antetokounmpo through the contact.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Takes the 13-footer, gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Banchero's got 8 points.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
Now, Giannis. 6 points for him. Trent outside. From past the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Banchero, that's good.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Clark, I know you'd agree. Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
Here's Isaac. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Antetokounmpo against Isaac. And that one is off. The Magic have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Inside, here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Gary Trent. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Porter. Wagner is screen on Lillard. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Lillard against Suggs. And the shot is good. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Lillard is tough in there, muscling that one home.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. To the inside. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Carter with a screen on Lillard. Here's Suggs. Drops in the tray.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Lillard, the pass to Portis. And here's Prince outside. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Milwaukee on top, up by 1. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Prince out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. Here's Suggs. And there are the Magic with another bucket. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Brook Lopez worth every penny as he secured a nice raise last season.
Yeah, you know, he's a combination of a three-point shooting big who's also an elite rim protector. That's a heck of a combination and a valuable one in today's game.
Good on the three-point shot. Banchero's got the lead up to 1 now for the Magic.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
Antetokounmpo finds Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. 7 points for Kyle Kuzma.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
A free throw drops for Suggs.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising. An effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
Lillard against Suggs. Chalk up 2 there. Lillard's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
Guys, he's one of the main reasons this game is tied up. I mean, he's done his part to keep them in it.
Caldwell Pope outside. Here's Banchero. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
minutes remaining.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He has 6. Kuzma outside. Pass to Lopez. Pulls up, high post. Banchero grabs the board. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. The lead is 2. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Off target from outside. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Prince, the pass to Kuzma. Three-pointer, Lillard cans it from downtown. Lillard's got 13.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. So for the Magic, Goga Bitadze's checked in for Carter. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. And it's Anthony Black in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. The Bucks also changing it up. Sims is checked in, and it's Portis in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He gets that one. And the Magic lead by 1. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
Lillard outside. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. 10 points for him.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Trent passes to Prince. To the paint. Here's Lillard. And it's sent back by Isaac.
What a wingspan Isaac has. I mean, this guy is incredible at denying shots, and he loves to do it.
And there it is for him.
Junior.
Now, here's Suggs from deep three-point land, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Bucks lead by 1. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard to pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Anthony is out there with Black. Then there's Banchero. And it's Bitadze in at the 5. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Black. Outside Anthony. Banchero is screened for Anthony. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Porter finds Green. Here's Giannis. Powers through inside. Giannis.
His size and length and touch make Giannis one of the best finishers in the paint.
A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Banchero, that's good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
So both teams making some changes here. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Suggs passes to Caldwell-Pope. Banchero with the ball. Carter with the screen on Antetokounmpo. Banchero kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Banchero right side. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Banchero does a great job of just staying on balance when attacking off the bounce.
Back to Kuzma. The Bucks working the ball around. Sinks the three-pointer. Lillard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bucks.
You can see the confidence Lillard has by how cool and calm he is when they need a big bucket.
To the inside. Here's Banchero. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
And a flush by Antetokounmpo!
Giannis is a monster around the rim. Too easy there.
To the middle. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Here's Wagner, and there are the Magic with another bucket.
You like to see that from Wagner. I mean, as he continues to develop his mid-range game, I think we'll see more and more of that.
Pass to Giannis.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. 50 seconds left in the fourth. Banchero with the ball. Carter with a screen on Giannis. It's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Here's Giannis.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
Pass to Wagner. And stolen by Kuzma. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
On offense, here are the Bucks. A 2-point game. And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Here's Wagner. Here's Suggs. Off target from 3-point range. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Suggs passes to Caldwell Pope. The Magic again can't hit.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
At the line for the Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. And here is Suggs. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Off target with that shot. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.